Good morning guys, it's Monday and we've started our Great Ocean Road trip. We are just pulling up to our first destination, which is Bells Beach. The weather is a little bit overcast and it's been raining on and off, but we've been assured by some local friends that, oh my god, these roads. But we've been assured by some local friends that rain on the Great Ocean Road isn't uncommon and we shouldn't be discouraged. So very excited to get to the beach. This is a super famous surf beach and they actually run a very famous surf competition called the Rip Curl Pro here every year, which isn't going on now, but we're hoping to see some cool surfing. Whoa, the ocean! Okay, we're just pulling up and I'll take you along and show you what we get up to. So we are at Bells Beach. We've put on an extra layer of clothes because it's quite windy here, but it's not raining, so we're really happy, and we're gonna head down to the platform and take a look at what we see. So highly recommend if you come, especially at this time of year, to layer up. Like I said, it's cleared, there's no rain, we got a little bit of blue sky peeking through, which is great. A lot of general warnings. Doesn't exactly make you want to jump in for a dip. That wraps up Bells Beach. It was definitely a choppier day for waves. I imagine these are not the kind of waves people are trying to surf on. Yeah, it's a super beautiful beach and we're heading back to the car now and going to our next stop. We've stopped at Bumblebee's Cafe. Got a little flat white. Actually, let me show you these cups because they're super cute. We are in Anglesey. We finished obviously at Bells Beach. Oh, so good. And we're on our way to Split Point Lighthouse. We're pretty much just snaking our way down the coast and stopping at a bunch of different places, which I won't name ahead of time because every time I do that, something happens and our schedule completely flips. So I'll pretty much just take you to the places as we get to them. The weather has cleared up, a little bit of blue sky peeking through, which is very nice. It is actually the Australian Labor Day today, so there's a bunch of people out. It's a really awesome energy. It's a lot of fun so far. I'm hoping you can see in the distance, but way over there is a little lookout point with a lighthouse, and I believe that is where we're headed. Look at the sky. The weather is really working in our favor today. We've come to the Split Point Lighthouse lookout. Haven't made it to the lighthouse yet. It's behind us over there. Look at this water. Right now, we're just walking to one of the many lookouts. There's just a bunch of different paths here that you can take. Like I said, the sun's peaked out, so we've taken off a few of our layers. There's a t-shirt under here. I'm feeling hopeful that later today I'll get to be in just that. Found the lighthouse. There it is. We'll head there later. Apologies in advance for the number of times my hair is gonna fly into my face. What did I say? From this angle, you can even see a little bit of the other side peeking through, your lighthouse, the water, like it's so beautiful. So we've come down from that trail over there on that side, and now we're walking towards the lighthouse. Influencers in the wild. Getting a bit hot, mate. When the wind's not blowing, it's quite toasty. If you're coming here and you want to grab some lunch, there's this really cute coffee shop that's right by the lighthouse. We're not quite hungry yet, but we went in and took a look and they have a really nice variety of like healthy foods and coffee. There's a really nice outdoor seating area as well. You can probably buy something and like head down to the beach. There's lots of little towns along the way where you can stop and get some really delicious like locally sourced food. I think we'll be doing that in Lorne most likely because we had a coffee coffee and a chocolate bar earlier today, so still running off of that. We'll definitely be documenting all the delicious food that we get. Heading back to the car now, and we'll see you at the next stop. Got some parasailers there in the distance. Oh, they're coming this way. Wow. Oh my god. That's one way to do the Great Ocean Road. It's official, we are on the Great Ocean Road. There's actually a monument here as well, right beside the sign of the people who built this thing. A little bit of facts here about the arch. This arch commemorates the building of the Great Ocean Road as a memorial to Victorians who served in the First World War. There's also a little map down here. Melbourne is this direction, and we've already been here, Split Point, which we were just at, as you can see. We are here, and our next stop is Lorne, which is not too far. We're gonna be headed all the way to Warrnambool. Apologies in advance for all of the Australian towns whose names I'll probably butcher, but I assure you I'm doing my best. There's also beach access here, and you can actually see the lighthouse right at the tip of that little peninsula. Now we are exploring Lorne. Like I mentioned earlier, it's their Labor Day, so a lot of the shops have things like this set up outside. Not necessarily in the market for a rain jacket right now, so we're going to keep looking and see what we can find that's interesting and exciting. Super cute. Another marker checked off our list. Just arrived to Kennett River, and literally right beside the parking lot there's already a tiny little koala sitting in the tree. There he is up there. He just sort of looks like a black blob in this light, but that's him sleeping. Just walking around, keeping our eyes up, because they obviously sit perched really high up in the trees, but it's really easy to spot when there is one because you'll see a bunch of tourists with their cameras. You can see this one a bit clearer. Also sleeping. Oh, he's waking up. Oh, they're so cute. Okay, 2 koalas, that's pretty good. Little bit of a problem that I'm running into now is that the park we're in is now relatively empty, so it's up to me alone to spot these koalas myself. So we'll see. Like I said, they're quite small when they're curled up at the top of the tree, so not super easy to see, but just gotta keep your eyes up and, you know, keep your head up, much like in life. G'day mates, we're in Kennett River, trying to spot some wild koalas. Really got to keep your eyes up to spot these furry creatures. We're out of trees, so not quite sure what we do at this point. Nearly just dropped the camera. I found another koala that's up there. This is the first one that I found. I didn't take any cues from anyone around me, and it's right up there. It's literally sleeping on its face like this on the bridge. In case you were wondering, koala bears literally look like stuffed animal versions of themselves. They're adorable. So just for reference, all of the bird feeding and the first koala we saw was in that tree right there, and I'm pointing to it. And the parking lot is right here. We really didn't have to travel that far to like see koalas and feed wild birds. It was super, super, super cool. So as you can see, I am driving on the left-hand side of the road. First time doing it ever. Feels very natural to me. So we are almost at the 12 Apostles. We're about 5 or 10 minutes out, and it's currently around 7:20. So we're gonna get there right sort of as the sun is setting, which I think is a really nice time of day to see them. It will probably be our last stop on day 1 of our road trip, but I think it's a really nice way to end the day. I did it, we survived. Now we're here. I think we're gonna have to layer up again because it's pretty chilly, but look at what time of day we arrived. Perfect timing. It's gonna be gorgeous. Let's go. Just a couple friendly warnings. Makes you really excited to head on over, huh? Watch your ankles, folks. Everybody, hopefully you can hear me over the crashing waves behind me because we are in Loch Ard Gorge today. It is the first stop on day 2 of our Great Ocean road trip. This was one of the things I was actually most looking forward to. It's an absolutely beautiful day, you can tell. Blue skies, sunny, it's about 20 degrees, and we just spent the whole morning at the beach. We've got our little setup here, had this beautiful view. There's actually not a crazy amount of people here, so it was really easy to find a really beautiful spot to relax. We are on one of the beaches. The parking lot is just actually up there, and then you come down, there's a beach on the other side of this cliff thing, and there's a lot of really cool terrain here. So over in there are these really cool sort of cave-like things. Also have some on the other side of the gorge in there that you can get to if you just walk along the beach. We didn't do any swimming. They actually don't recommend swimming here because, I don't know if you can tell, but the waves are quite intense, and sometimes the water is relatively calm, and then all of a sudden you'll get like 4 or 5 massive waves rolling in. So even if you're just in the middle of the swimming area, I feel like you would just 100% get swept up into the ocean. But if you are looking for a beach day stop on your Great Ocean road trip, highly recommend stopping here. It's not too far at all from the 12 Apostles, which we're actually going to check out again right now. We were there last night at sunset, and we just want to see what they look like in the daytime. Really have enjoyed our morning here so far, and excited to continue the trip. So we're just leaving the 12 Apostles now and heading to Cape Otway, but we got a little road snack, a little Tim Boone fine ice cream. This is the white chocolate and raspberry. Tim Boone actually was on my list of things to visit, but there's so much to see on the Great Ocean Road. Sometimes something's gotta give. But luckily at the kiosk at the 12 Apostles, they have like 4 or 5 different Tim Boone ice cream flavors that you can get. Do a little taste test for you here. So when you open it up, you actually get your spoon at the bottom of your lid, which is very handy. This is what we're working with. Please excuse the very messy backseat of this car. Here we go. Wow, that's really good. What a fun little road trip snack. especially on this beautiful hot day. 10 out of 10 would recommend. We've come to Cape Otway and we're just doing the after hours walk, which is about a 20-minute looped walk. But we just saw an echidna, which I've never seen before. They're super cute. They're kind of like porcupines with little long snouts, and it looked like he was digging for something in the ground. Anyway, this is what the walk looks like. It's honestly a little bit eerie when we started it, and as you can probably hear, there's a lot of like noises the branches make when the wind blows through them that have made me a little bit jumpy, but so far so good. It's back. Look at this little guy. Look at how cute he is. He's so cute. Okay, we made it out of the path. There was a moment there actually where it felt like we were just going in circles. Felt a little Blair Witchy, which, you know, is never great. But we saw the echidna 2 times. And the second time it was super close to us. And they're so flippin' cute. Wow. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. He's like, that is so cool. Koala number 7.